Hey everyone, welcome to the live training. We'll just wait for a couple of more seconds, and by the time more people are joining, do let us know from where you are joining in, your city, your country. I'll just share my screen in the meantime. Hey everyone, welcome again. Okay, I guess we can get started. So, hey everyone, just a second. Hey everyone, welcome to the live training session on how to create dashboard and reports with the help of AI in Bricks. I'm here today as a product and engineering lead in Bricks, joining in with my colleague Nathan, who is leading all the AI efforts in Bricks.
Hello.
What we'll be covering today. So we'll have a deep dive into how do you actually create your dashboard just by importing your XLSX or CSV data. We'll get to understand how you actually create dashboard and reports. We will go through a tutorial, a live demo of how to do that on the call. We will also introduce all the new product features which we have released over the past 1 or 2 weeks of time. We'll also be giving you the product updates of what we have on our product roadmap. So stay tuned till the end of the webinar. And of course, if you have any questions or you need any clarifications on any of the specific flows which are being demoed to you, please drop in your messages on the chat channel. What can Bricks do for you? Now, Bricks is essentially your data analyst, which is completely backed by AI. You just need to import your data and you can completely analyze your data in the form of dashboards and reports. Now, we have explicitly handled visuals in a beautiful manner within Bricks, and everything is customizable and editable by you. As I mentioned, it is a complete data analyst, so we have a complete support for AI spreadsheet. Under the hood, you can try to import your data, manipulate, clean, and then create dashboard and report out of it. And we have tried to kept it very easy, so simple that you don't have to struggle between multiple tools. You just come to this tool for all of your data related needs, be it the analysis or be it the visualization part. Now, before we go to the demo, I'll just introduce some of the new features which we have introduced over the past 1 or 2 weeks. We have been receiving a lot of requests about I have imported my data and now I have created the dashboard in Bricks. How do I make sure my dashboard is auto refreshed, auto updated as soon as my data is getting updated? We have very recently launched this functionality and it works really awesome. And I think you will see it in the demo today. We have also introduced filters so that you can now drill down, you can introduce slicers for your dashboards. Once the insights have been generated, which will also be seeing in the demo, you will also be able to refresh those insights. You can reuse the dashboards as templates so that you can just import multiple data sets and keep on using the same dashboard as template. And we have also supported bigger files within the application, so you should try to use it. You can try to use it for 300K to 500K rows of data. Now, how this all works. All you need to do is just sign up for the bricks. You'll be landed to the home page. There you'll be seeing create dashboard and report button. Just click on that. You will be prompted to import your data. We support a variety of formats right now: XLSX, CSV, PDF, and image. XLSX and CSV are the most supported formats. Uh, but we do get a lot of questions from a lot of users like, I'm importing my data. How secure, how private my data is? Rest assured, all of your data is fully encrypted, fully private, and it is only accessible by you. It is secured properly with AWS infrastructure internally within our servers, and that your data is never used for AI training. So your data will never be processed by any of the AI models what we are using. Once the data has been imported, you can see on the left hand side, this is basically a grid. You import your data in the form of tables, and our internal AI agent now starts processing your data and it will create a beautiful looking dashboard, which you can see on the right hand side. Once the dashboard has been created, as I was saying, all the visuals, all the dashboard and reports, whatever you create in Bricks are completely editable and customizables. You can customize according to your brands, according to your themes. You can customize the colors. You can relay out everything, whatever we'll be seeing in the next set of in the next demo as well. So once the dashboard has been customized and edited and you have added more charts to it, all that remains is to share your work with your colleagues, with external clients, and so on. We provide a variety of options. You can share it with email, you can export it as PDF or PPTX, or you can share a direct link with anyone else as well. You can also present it within Bricks as what I'm doing. All of this presentation was actually built within Bricks, so you can present from Bricks as well. Now, before we start talking about other things, I'll say directly, let's jump into the demo. So Nathan, let's start with the demo. But just one more thing, we'll be actually conducting a short poll. So try to have a look out for it. We will be releasing it around, I think, mid of the around sometime mid in the training. Uh, Also drop in all of your questions on the Zoom chat and we'll try to answer as we are demoing the application. So Nathan, on to you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, Anshul. All right, so the share button was hidden from me in Zoom. It
That
likes
always
to,
happens.
Zoom likes to do that. It likes to hide the useful buttons from you. All right, gotta go. All right, so today I'm going to be showing everyone here how to create your own dashboard. So this is like the screen you're going to see like right after you log in. And this is what we call the home page. So the easiest way to get started with Bricks to create a dashboard is just click this dashboard and report button right here. So it takes you to this screen where you can choose what data you're going to use for your dashboard. I have a CSV file that I'm going to upload. So that's my data source. There's also XLSX, PDF, and images, as Anshul said earlier. So I'm going to click that and choose my data, the one CSV file I have. So this is sales data for January to March. And as you can see, it has already imported the data to this spreadsheet here, and we're directly creating the dashboard immediately. No extra steps for you to take. So how this works is the dashboard is created by several AI agents that we have optimized for each part of the dashboard creation process. First, we have a planning agent that will plan out everything you're going to see in the dashboard, like all the bits and pieces, all the charts, all the data. Then we've got separate agents for each part of the dashboard. Like we've got agent for creating charts. We've got an agent for summarizing these data metrics. We've got agents for creating tables here. So each one is perfectly optimized to do a really good job at creating each part of the dashboard. Finally, once the dashboard is mostly created, we have an agent for generating insights for various parts of the dashboard. So, for example, as you can see here, we've got this chart, and the chart has insights that go along with it. The insights explain important data metrics that you can see from the chart. So let's do this one. It's a little simpler, for example. So this chart is total units sold by state. So as you can see, California has the most here, and the insights clearly call that out, that California far outpaces the other states. And it actually says it's roughly double the other states total. I wouldn't have even thought of saying that, but the AI, it looked at the chart, it understood the data, and it called it out and explained it in just plain text for everyone to easily understand.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So once all the pieces are there, you get the final dashboard, you get a little overview, you get a summary of all the insights. So each of these pieces of insights, like you get them right up here at the top if you want to see all the important stuff right at the beginning. So now that our dashboard is created, we can do some things with it. The first thing that pops up here on the left is themes. So there's a default theme that is always selected when the dashboard is created, but if you want to customize the colors for your dashboard, you can select like one of the other themes. Just click on it, automatically updates all of the colors. And we've got some dark mode ones if you prefer dark mode. Uh the professional one is usually looking pretty good. Does it need to have a clean raw data before it can create a dashboard? It is helpful. It is
Yeah.
definitely very helpful to have clean data before creating the dashboard, but not required. Um,
Nathan,
we'll talk a little bit about that
maybe you can
later.
show the data over here and see so that everyone can see what type of data we imported.
Okay, yeah, good idea. So this is just the CSV data that I imported. It's a fairly well structured table with like date, product name, location, the state for this data is from the US, the number of units sold, and the cost for each unit. So
Hmm.
this is like fairly well structured data. What you can do if your data isn't that well structured, you could clean it up before importing into Bricks and creating your dashboard, or you could import directly into Bricks using this import button over here
Yeah.
when you're in one of the green ones to indicate that you're in a spreadsheet. So you can press import, then upload your data first. And then when you're in here, you can manipulate your data. And then you can press this generate button and select dashboard and report button here. So that way you have time to clean up your data if needed. But yeah, it helps a lot if it's cleaner before creating the dashboard.
Yeah. Maybe if time permits, we can actually demo that as well at the end of the webinar.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've got some themes here. You can select them. We've got like some features coming in the future where you're going to get more customization here, but that is in the future. So let's say you've got your theme selected and now you want to customize your dashboard even further. So perhaps I see this chart and like I really care about sales distribution by location. Everything in the dashboard is like very editable. So you can pick this up and just move it around wherever you want. So if I
Mm.
think it's important, I'm just gonna pick it up and grab it and move it right up near the top. I can resize it so it is larger. I can even resize it this way. So it's really large because I think this is very important. Let's say, for example. Now, if I wanted to, I could also manually add some new blocks to the dashboard, like by pressing this plus button here, and then we get a bunch of options for what we can add. We can add text, images, more charts, tables, canvas, which is like even more custom stuff. But for this demo, I'm not going to add one manually. I'm going to use our AI to
Mm.
add a new chart for us. So I'm just going to go over to the AI chat box over here, and I'm going to type in that I want a new chart. So I'm going to say, create a new uh, combination, combination bar line chart.
Mm.
So it's going to take some time to create a new chart for us. That chart is going to appear at the bottom, so I'm already going to scroll down there. So what it's doing is it looked at our data and it said, okay, I need to make a new bar line chart, and it just figured out what chart it needed to make for us. So it created a unit sold and average unit cost by state. Okay, that is cool. So the bar is going to be units sold, and the line, as you can see from the tooltip there, is the average unit cost. So it clearly helped showed like a useful chart. So now we know, okay, we've got a lot of units sold in some of these places, but the average cost is actually like fairly similar between all of the locations. So you can just add charts using AI like that, and they are pretty useful.
So Nathan, as you had shown, like we can add charts. Like, can we edit the existing charts or the newly created chart with the help of AI as well?
Yeah, for sure. So let's say I wanted to edit this chart. So I've currently, it's already selected, but like you can select
Yeah.
different blocks. For example, you got the table here just by clicking on them, and that helps the AI know which one you're talking about. So then let's say I wanted to change this one and I wanted to make it some other kind of type of chart.
Yeah.
So let's say change this to be a hmm,
A horizontal bar chart.
oh yeah,
Yeah, got
sure. Horizontal. That's a good idea. Horizontal bar chart. So now it's gonna like look at the chart and be like, okay, how do I change this? And then it just changes it.
it. Hmm.
Like that was fairly quick. So now we've got a horizontal bar chart from here. So you can do stuff like that with AI. If you want to like be really fine-grained and make sure you're doing stuff yourself, we have
Yeah.
an edit button here. So we can go in and make like a bunch of customizations here. We can click over here to change the colors, for example. Like let's say, oh, the average unit cost is kind of gone right now. But let's say I wanted to make this orange
Yeah.
instead of blue. So I can click that and change the colors there. Um, I can go over here and let's say I don't care about Oregon for some reason. I can just filter
Hmm.
out Oregon, and
That's
now
nice.
we've only got a couple of the states that we want.
And oh, that's the filter is amazing. Can we also see like what all different type of charts are available within bricks?
Yeah, so up here you've got your different types. So we've got several types of bar charts, vertical, vertical stacked. Actually, oh yeah, the opportunity cost is so small.
Average
I'm
unit
gonna
cost
see
is
it
so
down
small.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vertical stack percentage, waterfall, combination bar line, which was the original one that we
Yeah.
had earlier. Several line charts. So there, yeah, that's why, because the average cost is so small. So we've got the orange as
Yeah.
the unit sold, red is the average cost down there. Pi and scatter for scatter data. This isn't really scatter data, so that one wouldn't make sense for here. But you got different styles of pi. You got regular, and then you got donut style.
Okay.
So then if I want to save my changes, I can
Mm.
just click Save to Board up here. And now my changes to this chart are saved.
Awesome. So, Nathan, this is really amazing that all of the charts are completely customizable. It's not just the data part which is customizable, but all the views, whatever we are creating over here are customizable. So you have shown how charts can be edited. Is the all the board can also be, you have shown the manual editing, but can we edit the colors of the board, for example, or the individual blocks according to my requirement?
Yeah, so if you need to change the colors,
Yeah.
there are several ways to do that. So on an individual block basis, we've got this block style button over here. So you can click that and choose background color, for example. Like let's say I need this to be a gray color. I can
Wow.
click that and change it to whatever you need. Gray does make a little bit more sense for this one. So
Got it.
that's for one way to style the blocks. And you can also style your overall dashboard. We've got this little three dots menu up here that you can click, and then you can click the board style button. Instead of
Mhm.
block style, now we got board style. So you can change like style the blocks a little bit here. You can change some colors. So if we go into the theme colors over here, let's say
Mhm.
I choose the brown for the
Yeah.
background. So that's how to style like the overall board colors.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Can I
but
also add my brand logo, for example? Like how's
yeah,
the color
exactly.
code and
So I
everything?
need more branding
Yeah.
in this dashboard, so I need to make it really customizable. So let's say I want to add in a new block here. I want my brand logo, which is an image. So I'll click the image block, click upload, and then select my brand logo. For this demo, I'm just using the Bricks logo here. So I can do that. Maybe that's too big.
Yeah.
Maybe I actually want it over here so it fits a bit better. Instead of taking up so much room, I'll put it there. Oops.
Hmm.
Oh, I keep over dragging it. There we go. All right, and then we'll make it a little bit bigger. Yeah,
Awesome.
so let's say that's how I wanted. my logo, so it's a bit more visible over there. Yeah, so you can add all this stuff, colors, logo, whatever you need. I might want to like do the background on this one just to make it fit the style a bit better, for example.
Cool. So once all the customizations and editing of the dashboard has been done, and now I'm satisfied, what are the options in which I can just share this dashboard with external people or like some other colleagues and users?
Yeah, so once your dashboard is ready to be shared with other people, there's a nice share button right up here. You can click that, and to share with people that who are colleagues, who are like part of your organization, you can just enter their email here. People who are like integrated, like essentially like into your account, they automatically show up as emails here. You can like give them different types of access, edit, and read-only types of access. But to share externally, you can click here just to copy a link and select what kind of access you want the users to have. You can also create a public link that will share it on the web. So I'm
Hmm.
going to click that. And for this, because I only want the dashboard to be shown, I don't want the underlying data to be shown, I can select exactly which
Hmm.
parts of the file here you want to be shown. So I just want the dashboard to be shared publicly on the web. So I'll click that, click create, and now I have this link here that I can
Hmm.
just copy and share, and anyone on the web can see the dashboard that I've created.
That's nice.
Yeah. And then if I want to if I change my mind, for example, and I want to unpublish this, you can. You just click the green anyone can view
Yeah.
here, and then click unpublish all. And
Hmm.
now it is no longer accessible on the web.
Awesome. That's great, Nathan. So I think we have covered the basics of how to create dashboard and report within Bricks. We will be covering some advanced topics as well. But before we move on to the next session, I think we can answer some of the questions. So let us take some of the questions. I think we already answered the first one. The second question from Frederick is, my question is, can you create filter? Maybe do you want you to check your clients' monthly or yearly performance? Absolutely, Frederick. I think in the next section, we'll be showing you how to introduce filters for your dashboard. The next question is from Fanny. Can you upload a CSV file with multiple sheets? Will the system use data from all the sheets? Nathan, you'd want to take that.
Oh yeah, yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, when you upload it, like this, our system like imports sheets just like any other spreadsheet would. So
Yeah.
yeah, if there are multiple sheets in it, it'll upload and it'll create multiple sheets down here. So that's easy. And then there are a couple ways that you can create the dashboard from multiple sheets. So
Mhm.
we're actually like, if we have time, we may be able to show you exactly how that works later.
Yes. The next question is, I'm getting 1000 plus row sheets, supplier different sheets, can be same product under different names, some with VAT, some not. Do I have to edit the column names? What about same products with slight name differences in each sheet?
Um, that kind of depends on exactly, well, what your data is. And like if you're trying to create everything in one dashboard, or if you're doing like separate ones for separate products, like we'd really like need to see exactly what this looks like, but it can absolutely work. Like if you just upload, if you have like some sort of like slightly more complex situation, what you can do is when you've got your data uploaded, you can type in here and
Yeah,
ask the AI create a dashboard with like the specific requirements
yeah.
go here. So you type very specific instructions to instruct the AI how
Mhm.
to look at your data and like how to understand it so it can properly structure the dashboard.
Absolutely. And regarding the other question, where if there are name changes in different sheets, different tables, I think as Nathan also mentioned earlier, you can actually clean up your data before you start creating your dashboard. So you can specify to AI or while creating the dashboard, you can specify to have a look, and you can specify your product names or your requirements, custom requirements over here. So yeah, that's great. The next question is from Rai. Do organizations use both Power BI and Bricks so that it is not duplicative? Do they use Power BI for certain use cases and Bricks for dashboards for other use cases? Absolutely right. I think we have tried making bricks to be very simple, very easy to be used. As you would have seen, you really don't require any tutorials for any of the features, whatever Nathan had just showed you. Um, for Power BI, yes, it is much more advanced. You have a lot of, for example, data connectors, which I'll show it to you in our product roadmap that we are also trying to use. But yes, for now, companies are using both Power BI and Bricks, whatever customers we have, but they are slowly migrating towards Bricks because of its simplicity and ease of use and integration with AI. So I think Nathan, now we can move on to the next section so that we can show some of the advanced features. So I think maybe we can yeah, you can show some of
Yeah,
the advanced features starting with filters.
yeah, I actually just want to really quickly answer Fanny's other question here because
Yeah.
it's kind of similar to one we already answered. So Fanny asked, does it centralize data so you can ask the system to compare data from previously imported and make comparison for a year-to-year comparison? So what you can do is, yeah, you can just import like another
Mhm.
file into here. So then like you've got your original data, and then you would have like a new grid of like your new data. And then you
Mhm.
can just do what I said earlier, where you can just type to the AI, hey, look at this table, like look at table one and compare it to table two, once your second table is in there, um, with a dashboard. So it knows you want a dashboard. So that's how you would use talking to the AI to tell it you want a comparison between these two bits of data.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right. So to get to that earlier question, we will show you guys filters now.
Yeah.
So this data has like locations, it's got cities and
Mhm.
states and like different types of
Got it.
cookies that are being sold. So, and sold over time. So let's say I want to filter the entire dashboard to just show, um, wait, no, let's just say, let's filter by uh, cookie type. I don't remember what the actual column name is in the table, so hopefully it can figure that out. Okay, it did figure it out. We have now a product filter up here. So when you ask it to filter the entire dashboard, it will create
Yeah.
filters that filter the entire dashboard. So it figured out when I said cookie type, it figured out I meant the product. That was the
Mhm.
name of the column. So now I can just select which cookies that I want data for. So if we don't want sugar cookies, we don't want peanut butter, and we don't want double chocolate, or snickerdoodle, let's just look at the classic chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin. I'll
Mhm.
deselect the others. And now when we look at our data, it's a little bit different. Yeah, see, we only have the
Yeah.
two cookies here when we had all of them there before. And all of these numbers are now smaller than they were before. This was way higher before.
Okay.
Here, same thing. Only the two cookies that we have selected from the filter. So you can do this with lots of different things. Like I can ask to add another filter.
Yeah.
Filter,
That would have been the next question. Like, does the multi-level filtering works to filter the
yeah.
dashboard? Yeah.
So I'll ask it to filter the dashboard by city. So it should add a city filter. There we go. A location. There we go. So we got the location filter with cities. So let's say I only want Las Vegas and Los Angeles.
Mhm.
I'll deselect the others. You can see in real time as I select them,
Yeah.
they change immediately.
Oh, it's pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
Great.
All
So,
right. So there we go. Now we've got multi-level filters where we've got just the cookies we selected and just the two cities
awesome.
that we have
So,
selected.
Nathan, as I can see, once the filters have been applied, all the charts and all the numbers in the dashboard are getting updated in real time. but I can still see some of the insights are not updated as the charts are getting updated besides them. So is there a way I can refresh these insights and these trends as well?
Yeah, for sure. So don't worry, that is normal. We want to make sure you have time to actually like select
Yeah.
what you want before like finalizing on a decision on the data, and then you can update your insights. So once you've figured out what data you want to be showing in the dashboard, then you can update all of the insights by going over to this actions button here, with all the important actions. And we've got a refresh insights button here. So all
Mm,
I need to do, just click on it, and the insights, they start refreshing. So the AI is going to look at the new data that is now in the charts after all your filtering, and it's going to update the insights. So now we can see in this insight, for example, it's only talking about there's only places from California. There's oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip. Those were the only two cookies we allowed before.
got it.
So your insights have now been updated to just the data that you have filtered.
That's great. Now, the dashboard is really updating in real time as far as as soon as the filters are getting applied. How does it work with data changes, Nathan? Like if I change or if I update my data, how does the dashboard get refreshed?
Yeah, so you can change your data to make the dashboard data like update in real time. So let's focus on like this chart for here. We've got Oregon, Nevada, California. California is very high right now. So if your data needs to change, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's actually do the cost because the cost is gonna be a lot easier to probably show. Units sold, units sold by
Maybe the
product.
unit sold can be shown. Unit sold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little harder to show some of these. Yeah, okay. Units sold is good. So let's look at the table here as we can see these numbers. We got oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip. We've got these two numbers right here. So it'll be really obvious if I change them and these change. So let's go back to this data. Let's find an oatmeal raisin, units sold. Let's change this and make it a really large number, just to make it very obvious that it is changed. So we go back here, and this number is now much bigger than this number. This chart has skyrocketed because on that day that I changed, we sold a lot more cookies. So as you can see, like when you edit the data over here, it immediately updates over in your dashboard here.
Got it. So,
So let's just
Nathan,
undo that to show
yes,
that it can
of
go
course,
back to how it was before.
great.
And now it's back to
As
normal.
as you had shown, like we can easily manipulate, edit the data manually on the grid. And as I was seeing, the data was from January to March. Is it like next month, for example, for the month of April, I want to now import my data and I would just want my dashboard to get updated. Is there an easy way to do that in Bricks?
Yeah, for sure. So let's look at this chart over here. Over time, you can see we only have data from January to March.
Mm.
But one of the most common cases is you get more data over time. So I have this data table here and I need it updated. So if we go to the grid here and we click on this actions button here, we have an option to add data to this table. So
Yeah,
if I click on that and I select data that is in the same structure, but instead of my January to March data, I've got new data for April. So I just need to select my April CSV. And here it has been added. Here's my April data. It automatically jumps you down to where the new data has been added. And so, because I've added data to this table, and this table is already used by the dashboard, I can now click back to the dashboard, and you saw it just jumped. It just updated to
yeah.
include the data all the way through till April.
That
And these
is
numbers are now larger because we've got more units sold over time because we included the April data.
got it. Awesome. So now there is one more requirement, Nathan, that once the dashboard has been customized, we saw how the data can be updated. But how do I reuse this dashboard as a template? I maybe want to show the same dashboard for my UK location, for example. Instead of US location, I just want to show the dashboard for UK location. How can I do that? Maybe do you want to just reset the filters? Yes, you have already done it, I suppose.
Yeah, and you can manually just like undo them by clicking here
Yeah.
to delete the filters. There we go. Now we're back to normal. All the data is being shown. Okay, so if I want to, so this data was for data from America. We've got American locations here. But if I have a different location, but I really like the structure of this dashboard, what I can do is I can go over to Actions and I can press Reuse Dashboard because I did all this work to create the colors and the logo over here. So I want to reuse exactly the structure and look of this dashboard. So I'll click this button. And now I will select this similar data, but for a different location. So I'm just going to select my file, and it is recreating the dashboard, but from the new data that you have. So I selected the CSV from the UK. So instead of American data, we're going to have United Kingdom data in this new dashboard that looks the same, but the underlying data is different.
That's nice. By the time the dashboard is getting generated, I'll just start the poll so that please answer the poll questions. It really helps us to shape our product and all of our product features for your specific requirements.
All right, yeah. So it redoes all the like all parts of the dashboard. So now we've got a new one. It looks the same, but our data is different. So our most active location was Newcastle in the
Mhm.
UK, and all the insights have been updated to reflect the new locations. They should have been, but they weren't here. It still says California for some reason, not sure why. But here, as you can see, the charts, like we've got all the new locations. We have a lot more locations in our UK data, it seems, compared to the America data. Yeah, like a lot more stuff going over here in the like the bar charts. And the amounts of the cookies sold are different because our UK data is different. So yeah, got got plenty of changes over here. Dashboard was created successfully. And so yeah, that's how you choose new data from an existing dashboard.
That's great. Awesome. So Nathan, I think maybe I'll quickly show the product roadmap and then whatever time is left, I think we can quickly take up some more questions.
Sounds good. I will hand that back to you so you can share the roadmap.
Yeah, just a second. Yes. So yeah, as everyone you have seen, we introduced a lot of advanced features to interact with the dashboards. We are currently also working on to introduce your custom branding so that you can just upload your image. You can share the image for your from your website, for example, and we'll be able to extract some custom colors for your branding. They will be persisted. They will be shared across your organization so that every time you create a dashboard, the dashboard will always be created with your custom theme and with your brands. Now, I know a lot of people have also asked us over the chat, do we support any data connectors? Do we support connections with Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel Live, for example? We are currently working on these data connectors. As we are speaking, we have already prioritized some of the data connectors like Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel's, Salesforce, some of the relational databases like MySQL and Postgres. So we are trying to experiment and we have already prioritized a list of data connectors which we want to first start integrating. But do share your requirements with us and we will hopefully be able to prioritize based on your requirements which data connectors to connect to. The third thing are the API support. We are also working to make sure that the dashboards, whatever you have generated, are embeddable and it can be created from some external tools just by calling the API, just by calling the Bricks API. So for example, your workspace tool is Slack. You hopefully will be able to just send a message in Slack, like create a dashboard using this data. and your Slack should be able to talk to our APIs and create the dashboard and show it directly over onto the Slack. So these are some of the advanced features which we are currently working on. And I'll stop presenting and maybe we'll just take some more questions from the chat now.
Yeah, there were multiple questions about connecting to other services,
Absolutely.
so thanks for answering that one, Anshul.
Yes. So now taking the questions, I think yes, Mohammed had mentioned that can you connect the dashboard with online Excel sheet, and are the dashboards interactive and dynamic like Power BI? Yes, I think you show it. You have seen it in the demo. All the dashboards are interactive and dynamic. They are updated as soon as your data is getting changed. And connection, yes, we are currently working on, and hopefully within few weeks of time, we'll be able to see some important connectors directly available to you within Brex. Now, the next question is just in case the user will need a raw data of the report, does it have an option for tab to extract raw data? So I suppose this question is about can we export the raw data or export after the changes have been done within Brex? Nathan, maybe you can show like how do you export XLSX maybe in this particular case.
Yeah, like if you're just talking about the underlying data, let me get this back up here. Yeah, so like if you somehow like got this data in and like you changed it and now you just want the raw data, like the table here to be exported, you can click share and then you've got your export to XLSX option here. So you can just download the data as a file. Um, if you also wanted the dashboard itself
Yeah,
exported as a file, you can also click share, and then you can export that to PDF or PPTX if you wanted to.
yeah,
But like the when you say raw data, like there's only two things. There's the visuals here, and
yeah,
then there's the data in the grid. So like that's what there is to export.
yeah. So the next question is, does the Bricks dashboard update datasets that keeps increasing from the source folder automatically?
Um, When you say source folder, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but like as we showed in the demo, if you like add data to the table, it will update it. Um, let's also show kind of an example. Um, Maybe we do like a multi-sheet one.
Yeah,
So like you can go here and import into the current file like a new data. Like let me add in the April
yeah,
data over here. Like it's a lot easier if like the data is already the same structure. So this is just the April data. I've got it in a separate file. It's a lot easier if you just directly add it to the table using the add to table button.
yeah,
But let's say I hadn't created a dashboard yet, and like I had this table here, and then I had this table over here. I can ask the AI create a dashboard from table one and uh, table
yeah.
two. So that's how you can have multiple sheets and just ask the AI, hey, I've got two tables. I want you to create a dashboard from both of them.
Absolutely. So this is great. So you can actually import multiple data sets and just send the message to AI to create dashboard from it, right? Uh,
Yeah.
and then I think it's also possible, Nathan, to maybe quickly show how we can add some customizations over here in the sense if you need to send some custom requirements. For example, in this particular case, I just want to focus on state of Washington. Can I quickly mention it on the AI chat?
Yeah, for sure. So let's just continue the sentence here.
Yeah,
Um, Create a dashboard from table one and table two, and focus only on showing data for Washington. Just add your requirements to the message that you send to the AI over here, and it will take anything you say here into account when creating the dashboard.
that's amazing. Okay, so Nathan, there are a few questions related to some of the issues which I think maybe a few users have faced, Raza Ali. So maybe I think for all these users, please do reach out to us. Nathan, can you quickly show how to reach out to us using the help section so that we can help these users offline post webinar?
Yeah, for sure. So if you like need any assistance from us whatsoever, there's a nice little help button right down here that you can click. And so this gives you some options for connecting to us. You can start a conversation like directly with someone and send a message and they'll get back to you. You can click this to schedule a direct demo with
Yeah.
someone from Bricks. And we also have a Discord server where some people can help answer questions there. So like these two are your main options for scheduling something with us.
Awesome. So I think we are almost on time now. I'll just share my last screen, Nathan.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yes, if you are left with any of the questions, please reach out to us. I know due to shortage of time, will not be able to cover all the questions. So just reach out to us on a one-on-one and we'll be able to help you guys out. As a special offer, all the attendees, whoever has attended this webinar, we'll be offering 50% off on our Pro plan. Uh, do do take a note of the follow-up emails, which I'll be sending up shortly within an hour. And as Nathan has mentioned, reach out to us from the help section, support, or join Discord. We have pretty active community over there. And whenever you reach out to help, you will be talking to a real person. So we'll be able to help you out for your problems as soon as we can. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the webinar and reach out to us for any of the help you need to. Thank you so much, Nathan, for
All
the
right, and thank you, Anshul. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.